Hi, welcome to African Time. My name is Badashi. Well, recently, something is happening in South Africa. Recently it was said, helping illegal foreigners in any manner is a crime. Section 42 of the South Africa's Immigration Act of 2002 forbids helping illegal foreigners. The legislation prohibits anyone, including my ANC, our DA, or the EFF South Africa, from helping, abating, assisting, or facilitating an illegal foreigner in any manner. Violation of this section is crime punishable by fine or jail. So basically, man actually was out there trying to portray and notice the South African immigration law and how it actually is. And as you can see, well, he also shared this post there. See,
one, it's the question on the right to trade. I think on that one, Section 22 of the Constitution is very clear that the right to trade is not extended. It's a right only for citizens. That is the first one. The second one is on the issue of the people that tends to assist those who do not deserve to operate these kind of businesses. Section 42 of the Immigration Act is very clear that no one should aid, no one should assist, no one should provide any kind of support, either be it in the form of providing immovable property, which in this case is basically the accommodation or the garages or the houses where these spaza shops are being run. What it means is that it becomes a serious offense criminally and also in terms of the Immigration Act. Section 42 clearly stipulates that no one should aid, no one should abate, no one should assist a foreigner or an illegal foreigner during this process. So what it means is that those who are found, South Africans that are found assisting, fronting, like what Honorable Tlhabisa have just said, assisting, fronting, presenting themselves to assist foreigners who don't deserve to form part of this process, they will be prosecuted and actions will be taken. And we're working closely with the municipalities. We are awaiting some of the information from the municipalities, like what Minister Tlhabisa have said, that during the processing, some of the information that links to those that are fronting will be forwarded to us as the Department of Home Affairs and also the police so that we can act on that. So that is on that one. And it's a clear warning to South Africans that let the process be not interfered with, and let us not assist those that are not supposed to be assisted, because it's against the laws of this country and it's against the immigration laws of the country.
Well, as you can see, well, it came with a video that you've actually watched earlier. Yeah, that's where the video is. Well, the question is, how true is this? Or does the law actually says that? So from Group AI2, it says the Section 42 of South Africa's Immigration Act 2002 indeed prohibits aiding, abating, or assisting illegal foreigners in ways like providing accommodation, business support, or training, except for necessary humanitarian aid. Violations can lead to fines or up to 5 years imprisonment under Section 49. The video aligns with this. This discussion enforcement against such assistance always consult legal experts for specifics. Okay, so basically it is true. The South African law actually does not, or that is framed on anyone who harbor. It says who abetting, who assist, and who in any way support illegal immigrants is actually breaking the Section 42 of the South Africa's immigration law, and the person is to be given a fine or a jail up to 5 years. Yeah, now the question is, the whole issue that got this conversation in is how now the EFF, Malema and his team are now in South Africa claim or doing everything possible to help maintain the illegal foreigners, because they're also holding a section of the law that also says that every person found in the border of South Africa also deserves free health care. So this is where it gotten people talking, and someone are even saying that is there a contradiction in the South African laws, or is there something we can do about that? But basically, both of them or each sector has their self or the are cleansed back by the laws. But the most important thing is based on which manner or find a specialty or special person to actually determine where the law actually needs to work. Is it clear? Good. Now these are what some South Africans says. So Bro came and says 100% South Africa's Immigration Act 2002 Act number 13 of 2002 does make it a criminal offense to knowingly helping someone who is in the country illegally. The key word in the law is knowingly. That means the person must know or have reasonable cause to believe the individual is undocumented. Checkmate. Okay, so this one is actually saying that, well, the main key point of the whole constitutional law is knowingly. So if you know and you harbor an illegal immigrant in the borders of South Africa, harboring, abating, assisting, giving jobs or anything, you actually are to be given a fine or to be given at least or at most 5 years imprisonment or jail for that act. Secondly, now this one is regardless, no one has a right to take the laws into their own hands. Well, this is also South Africa, right? The man is saying that even though with that, no one in South Africa is also allowed to take the laws in their own hands. The man also came and says that the police service must start arresting people who are harboring and renting out their properties to these criminals. The law can't be applied selectively. This South African is also saying that how about the police start taking their jobs up and also starting to arresting any South African who is harboring, abating, assisting all these undocumented immigrants in South Africa. He said that it's about time they do their work without not being selective to the whole the South African law and law enforcement in South Africa. And lastly, as this one says, so where does the law say civilians should go around asking people for documents? Since when did you become the law yourselves? So basically, it was a whole discussion that was going on between the EFF and then some South Africans who call themselves the patriotic South Africans. Okay, some believe that it is in the law for them to actually have the right to caution illegal immigrants and also ask them to leave South Africa, whilst others also believe that the law is the law and it has to work. And most of them believe that what they are doing is actually also illegal in the sense that it's also breaking some laws on the country too. Now, where the question actually lies is which part of the law are people now going to be maintained and which part of the law are people now going to be selective with. The name is Vadashi. Thank you for your time. This is what happened in South Africa. Hopefully, they get to find a better way to curb this whole issues that's happening, because this has been going on for months, for years. Hopefully things get better between South Africa and all other immigrants in South Africa. Thank you for your time. See you guys around for more.